Sunday 1520, back with our 9th scripting tutorial, and today we will be doing something that is somewhat hard to get used to, but really quite easy. But it's probably one of the cooler things, next to like C-frame and stuff, and instance.new is always pretty good, because just creating things with scripts is useful a lot. So anyways, in that thing, whatever, this model, we had a BillboardGui that we were going with. So, if we look at this billboard, pretty much this is what we have. But it just says label. I'm going to just dress this up a bit, so I'm going to teach you guys. Size, X and Y, is 1 is like, or 0x is like this side, and 1 is all the way over there. And same thing with Y, but Y is down. So it depends on the size of everything though. That's the real problem. If you make a text box that's 0.5 and you put it 1 over, well, the center of it will be completely out of the screen, so you won't see anything. So if it's 0.5, you gotta put it 0.5, and then it will be in this corner. So that's one for text buttons. So BillboardGui is what we got here. So I'm just gonna change this sizing up to 1010, and just letting you guys know, I'm not gonna change anything here. But if you want to change that kind of stuff, what you would do is, I'm not going to actually do this as if it was legit, because that's not BillboardGui obviously, but BillboardGui dot, and then we go down to the size. If you wanted to change that, dot size equals, and because it's these two squiggly brackets with two separate things, you have to put the equals udim2.new. And that's how you change it, and then we put our 10, close that, start new one, 10, close it. udim2.new, that's how you change those. So yeah, that's that. I'm going to take this out now, because that was just for showing you guys. So, yep, and then studs offset, I have this pre-planned, so, messing around with these can get kind of, tricky sometimes to get them exactly where you want. So studs offset 3 will make it look the best. So now if we go into the text, the background color, I don't really want a background. It's just that little square. It kind of makes things little, it's not the best. I just don't like it, so I'm going to take it out. So now what we have here is the size, and the text label size, I'm going to change this back down to 0, and over here I'm going to have negative 1.5, and like this does. Oh, and see, there you have it. The different models, everything's different, and you gotta play around with it to find your sweet spot and where it will actually show up. And I'm not sure if that's anywhere with this thing. There we go, 0.2. So that doing the negative will push it up, and it's easier to see from the ground when you have like a big object. So usually I like to use the negatives and push it up there. Then our size. I'm just going to change this to 1.25. And this is pretty much how you make these things. You just mess around. And this one 1.75. So there we go. Now we have a decent sized box there, as you can see, to fill with our text label. So, and you can make them invisible and stuff with scripts, so you can have them popped up at whatever time you want. So I'm just gonna pop up some huge text size here. Let's get some size 36 going. Our text is gonna be like, let's say we made an obby, and there's different levels, so let's make it easy. But, well, that's almost the same as a humanoid, it's just basic lettering. So my favorite's Arial Bold, go like that. You grab your text color, I get a nice blue, really blue, and the text stroke color 3 is the big part, and I get a magenta, and there's my magenta right there. And if, as you can see, the check stroke transparency is 1, so it's invisible, put it at 0.5. See, now you got that little outline of purple, but for the bigger the text, and because I didn't pre-plan this with big text, you might need more, so go 0.7, oh no, and I went the wrong way there, 0.4, see, now we got a cool purple outline, and that's a pretty fancy looking, easy label, compared to just having our basic humanoid, as we usually do, which, you know, it gets boring. So there's a BillboardGui UI for you. And that looks really cool. If you've ever played Flood Escape, that's what he does. He uses BillboardGui UI to use easy, medium, and hard to make them look cool. So, ScreenGui. So ScreenGui, how we start this off is, if you look up ScreenGui here, it goes straight into the starter GUI, and that's fine. But ScreenGui really alone does nothing, so you want to insert a text box button or label. Buttons have a built-in thing so that when you click them, you can insert a script so something will happen. But that's not what I'm using right now, so I'm just going to insert a text box into here. And what we do is get a size going. I'm just going to make this 0.5, and I'm going to make the other Y thing 0.5. So there we have it, 0. It's all 0, so it'll be top corner here. If I were to change the position down here to 0.5, it goes over there. And see, because of the size being 0.5, if I were to put this to 1, which is actually getting the x-axis all the way over, well, it's gone, because the way that it's made. If we made this negative 0.5, then we could make this 1. And now it's on that side. And then, yeah. But that's not what I'm doing right now, so I'm going to make this 0.45. And position's not 1. It's going to be 0.4. 0.5 is what I want it to be. So I'm going to put it on, that's okay, and then 0.2, let's make a small little text box like that, and y-axis, let's bring it down to halfway point there, 0.2, no, 0.25, I believe. 2.5. Maybe it's 3. What do you know? Alright, so 0.3. Now we got it sort of in the middle, not the y-axis, but I want it here. So, if we were to start the game, this would be right here in everyone's screen. Down here, text box, you can change it to like, welcome to my new game, blah blah blah, and that's what people do. If you ever played an RPG of some sort, they always have those startup menus, and that's how they do it. They pretty much just put a huge white GUI on the back. So what they do is position these things at 0, and position this one at 0, and then they make both of the sizes 1, and we get this size going, and we put, oh, I got rid of the squiggly bracket too, we put that one. So right now this is how they do it, and if we find the background color, whatever that is, right here, they just shove that into a white. There you go. That's how they do it. It's really not all that complicated. And they have it on a timer, because you can insert scripts into this ScreenGui. We just get a script going in there, and we just have it wait 5, and then script.parent is the ScreenGui .textbox .visible equals .value, because we need the value of visible. Actually, no, not on this. So .visible equals false. And in the case of text buttons, you're gonna have active right here. Text buttons, you're gonna have to turn that off, or else people can still click them. So it's a good habit to get into, to just turn it off even if it's a text box, not a button. So active equals false. So now if I get out of here, we can say play instead of testing. We can save time. It'll wait 5 seconds, and then it is not leaving. What a weird thing. Maybe I do need the dot value. Let's see. Oh yeah, because there's so many different... Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot you can't do it that way. So, easiest way, especially if it's a startup thing, script.parent.textbox and remove it, because you're never going to need that until they spawn again, and when they spawn again it will be there because it's starter GUI. So we just play that out and it should remove the text box. I think we have to be in game for this one. I believe we have to be in game. Yeah, we probably do, because it's a starter GUI and it'll put it into your character. So yeah, never mind. But that's how you do it. That does work, what I just showed you guys. So keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna clear this out, and so that is that. That's a ScreenGui, and like I said, inside those GUIs you can put text buttons, and those you can click and look up your events list. You can insert click detectors into them and have it so that when the mouse clicks, like if you have a donate button over here, click it, and then a bigger visible text thing comes up here, you can do that. So keep that in mind. You can mess around with those, you can make some cool things. The other GUI I was going to show you, actually we have one more after this. Message. If you ever played zombie survival games, or like hide and seek even, I think it does this. After the game, it says game ended. It has that, and then this message will be deleted and replaced with a new one where it says like Sunday 15/21, because it puts the winner, and then the text or the message disappears. So in reality, all you have to do is change the text to do that. So message is very useful in games when you're trying to get a message across, hence message, no pun intended. So that's message. The other one I want to show you guys, there's just one more here, and this tutorial is way shorter than I thought it would be. I thought I would be going on forever. Where are we? What script is this? Alright, so this is our old table one. I'm going to replace this with L equals instance.new, and this is why I taught instance.new before doing this. Hint. Hint is the other one. Hint is that black bar you see at the top of the screen, and it says whatever the text is. So L, we can set the parent here. So game.workspace. Most people just put it in the workspace. L.text equals I think we just do it like this. Welcome to my game. Oh, whoops, no need that there. So, welcome to my game. There's the hint. That's what a hint is. You'll see those all the time.
people will shove them in their models sometimes, and this is how they do it. They'll have like a huge script for whatever model there is, because they know if you're taking a model, you don't know how to script what you're trying to do, or you don't have time. So they take advantage of that and put in randomly in the middle, they make a new hint, and it'll say thanks to Sunday 1520, and I don't have a capital at the start of my name, I don't know why I did that. Thanks to Sunday 1520 for his awesome and whatever model you took, like ball, if you took a ball. And they have it like that so that it never disappears and it just stays there for your entire game, and it will annoy you so much. But now that you guys know what a hint is, you can look through those scripts if you find that, and then you can just delete that. Or you can make it so that the person still gets credit, and you give them like 5 seconds, and then L, remove. What you can also do is L dot, or you wait 5 seconds, and then L dot text equals, so it'll say welcome after. So it'll say thanks to Sunday 1520, and that's how they make it go like that. So thanks to Sunday 1520, and then you always see them change these hints. See, they always change like that. There's always multiple of them. No one ever does it where it's just one thing. So, and here's how they make them look like they're moving. So when they have those, they do this. They do this thing, and then they put a space, and then they write Sunday 1521, because Sunday 1520 always wins. And then they go like that, and then it makes it look like it's moving because they go wait 0.5, and L dot text equals, let me go like this, and you leave out the space, Sunday 1521, and they usually shove that in a loop. So, to do, and no indenting today because I'm too lazy, and I just did that, so it'll go Sunday 1521, and then is not moving in. Oh yeah, I know why. This loop is poorly planned. I'm sorry. Let's just look at it like this. So you can watch it out in, and then they'll just make it go out in a bunch more times. So we can copy this whole thing right here. Put another weight of 0.5 and paste. And if we do that, we can play it and watch the arrows go in, out, and really, it's not actually moving, it's just changing the text. That's how people make that. That doesn't seem all that complicated, it isn't. But, yeah. So that's your GUIs for you. Yeah, not really that. They're exciting, what they do. Everything that you can make them do is really awesome. Especially these. These are so much better than humanoids, making billboard GUIs. I do this frequently. But, screen GUIs, everything else, such a vital thing. It's like a title screen on a console video game. And you make your game seem so much more in depth when you use GUIs. If you teleport someone, one of the special effects on my teleporter that I made right here, you can pick that up on my profile if you ever need one, but you guys should know how to make one. What it does is, after all the other special effects, when it teleports you, it makes a black GUI that engulfs the whole screen for a second, and then it goes away, and by then you should be in your position where I teleported you, so it makes it seem a lot more smooth, and doing things like that, it just adds to the effect. So, yeah, mess around with GUIs, keep your test plays going. Video number 10 will be coming up. I was thinking of making it lighting, about different ways of lighting your place, because it does get dark with certain things, but lighting is just so boring. It really is. It's fun, but it's not. So I'm gonna think about it, what number 10 is gonna be, and I'm gonna try to make it exciting because it's a big 1-0 double digit, you know. But yeah, we'll see. It might be laggy. Anyways, like, subscribe, all that jazz. I hope you guys keep advancing in your scripting skills and catch number 10 as soon as you can. See ya.